Great day, second grade students and families. It's Mr. Sargent here with your weekly announcements for February 26th through March 2nd. And we got a lot to talk about today, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I want to give a huge shout out to all of our incredible students out there that just excelled this week. I am so proud of each and every one of you and the work that you put in this week, your positive attitudes, your positive mindset, and I cannot say enough great things about each and every one of you. Now, for those that were out sick this week or going to a cheerleading tournament, we definitely missed you this week, and we cannot wait until you're healthy and you've returned back to us so we can continue as our team. All right, so let's go ahead and start today's video with school news. Now, very important, Monday,
February 26th,
is a half day, which means dismissal will begin at 12 o'clock sharp. All right, so there will be no after-school program that day either. So we need to make sure that everyone is picked up on time and going and enjoying the rest of their half day. Also this week, on February 28th, we'll be sending home our first progress reports of the third quarter. This is a great way to check to see how our students are doing, as well as things that we need to work on. All right, so those will be sent home on Wednesday, so make sure you're looking for them at home. And that's it for GPA news. Now, if I missed something, definitely I encourage each and every one of you to check out Mr. Dunn's weekly class dojo message. It's actually great. He makes one for teachers and he makes one for the families. It is a great communication tool to keep us informed about what's going on here at GPA. So I encourage each of you to check it out every Sunday and find out any information that I do miss in our weekly messages here. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to do in second grade. Now, this week we have some incredible spelling words. This is week 18, so let's go ahead and take a look at these words. These words follow the SK ending pattern, the sk sound in the word. So let's see if we can take a look at what these words are. Number one is away, then animal, house, point, and spot. Now, here's where we get into our SK ending words. So let's take a look at these words and see if you can hear the end sound of each word. Desk, mask, task, ask, tusk, disc. Did you hear them? Each one of those words ended with the SK sounding pattern and sounded like a sk. All right, so make sure when you're spelling these words and reading these words out loud, you pronounce that sk sound at the end. Now, our other words are hero, able, monument, pair, and multiply. Now, as always, we're going to be handing out the packet of work on Monday, and it's going to be due on Friday. Also this week, you're going to be focusing on the book, Good Enough to Eat. Oh, that does look good enough to eat, doesn't it? All right, this book is going to be talking about our diet and food that we eat, because you're going to be putting a focus on a lot of cool stuff, especially in science, that talks about the digestive system. And the digestive system is a very cool system. And I am looking forward to some of you teaching me about the foods that we eat and our digestive system. In math, we're going to continue with deconstructing numbers, focusing with subtraction and regrouping. But instead of having me talk to you about it, let me just show you using a vocabulary.
Hey, it's your boy Omini who coming live just to help you with subtracting and regrouping. It's a problem that we all have to deal with. Sometimes you're faced with a question where you have to borrow a number. You have to figure out where that number comes from to find your answer. So if you're ready for it, sit back and relax. And borrow that number. When subtracting large numbers and the digit on top is smaller than the digit at the bottom, we got 2. Borrow the number. Borrow the number, ayy. Borrow the number. Borrow the number. number from the next place over. Repeat this till it's over, because regrouping isn't hard when you can bring it over. So, borrow that number, ayy, borrow that number, borrow that number. I have a friend named Robin, he loves to stack his coins, he loves to give, he's generous, he loves to share his coins. To all his friends and family, it gives him massive joy. When he opens up his pouch, he has a large amount, 745 golden coins that he counts. One day, early morning, took his coins and gave out 358 coins out his pouch. How many coins are left? Let's just follow these steps. Take the number that he started with, subtracted from the number that he gave away, subtracting right to left. 5 minus 6, that's no mistake. We have to take the 5, make it bigger to subtract the 8. The next place over has a 10 that we can borrow. At first it made me hesitant, like seeing scary shadows, but think about it, it makes more sense if we think in tens. We take the 10 from our 4, give it 10 to 5. We have a 15 in the ones and a 3 in tens. 15 minus 8, that gives us 7, ayy. That's in the ones place, but in the tens place, we had 3 minus 5. We have to borrow from the hundreds place. 1 unit of 100 is equal to 10 tens. 6 is in the hundreds and 13 in the tens. 13 minus 5 is 8 in the end. Now in the hundreds place, we have 6 minus 3. Let me think, so our answer is 3. 387 coins is what he has now, after passing out over 300 coins to his town. Robin is an awesome leader. When he walks into town, he's surrounded by crowds. He makes us all very proud. When subtracting large numbers and the digit on top is smaller than the digit at the bottom, we got 2. Borrow that number, ayy, borrow that number, borrow that number from the next place over. Repeat this till it's over, because regrouping isn't hard when you can bring it over. So, borrow that number, ayy, borrow that number, borrow that number. We don't have to use a chart to subtract, you just have to make sure your place values all match. 317 minus 68, we don't have to wait. Let's start in the ones place with 7 minus 8. We borrow 1 from the tens place, it gives us 17. It leaves us with a 0 in the tens place. You see, we proceed. 17 minus 8 gives us 9. 0 minus 6, I can promise we'll be fine. If we borrow 100 from a 3, it becomes 2. Subtraction is the next move. Turn 0 into a 10. Now it's 10 minus 6, then we're left with 4. 2 minus 0 is 2, I'm very sure. Our answer is 249. But let's check our answer just in case we're misaligned. We can take the smaller number, add it to the answer. We'll get a larger number, which will verify our answer. 9 plus 8 will give us 17. Drop down to 7 and carry the 1 into the tens place. But no, we're not done. 4 plus 6 plus 1 is 11. Carry the 1 to the 2 that is present. Now we have 3, which proves the connection between the 2 answers. No need for corrections. 317 is proof that we did it. Yeah.
Truly amazing. And if you need to rewatch that at any point, you can. Also, if you want to use Flocabulary for a little extra math practice and reading practice, it has it all. So I encourage each one of you to check it out. Most of you already know your username and passwords, and if you don't, just let me know and I can get you set up so you can practice at home. Last week, ladies and gentlemen, you did a phenomenal job learning about life cycles and, most of all, acquired and inherited traits. Remember, inherited traits are traits that you get from your parents. Acquired traits are traits that you learn over time and help define who you are, and each one of you is truly amazing. Parents, you too, truly amazing and unique. Now, this week we're finally going to get a chance to talk about exactly the science behind what makes you unique. your DNA, or your deoxyribonucleic acid. We're going to see how deoxyribonucleic acid, or DNA, helps pass on the traits for future generations and future species. It's one of the biggest reasons why a baby animal looks just like the adult animal. And I cannot wait. We're gonna have some fun learning about DNA with an extra special experiment this week. I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited about the growth that I've seen from each and every student. And honestly, I feel like one of the luckiest teachers in the world to have each one of you out there as one of my students, and parents out there. I feel lucky to have each one of you as part of our GPA family. So remember, half day early dismissal on Monday, 12 o'clock dismissal. All right, progress reports coming out on Wednesday. And most of all, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a great week, because right now I hope you're having a great weekend. So until I see you, have a good one.